to protect environment. Awumili Bridge completed as work advances on a Zira Umuomako Enugu Umonia Achina Road project. Defense headquarters recounts successes against oil theft, illegal mining. Heavy rain wreaks havoc in Japan. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State's economy and promotion of Koibo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast News on ABS Television. I am Priska Ranko. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, says he will soon sign an executive bill banning mining in erosion-prone areas in the state. Governor Soludo disclosed this during a stakeholders meeting with 5 communities in the state badly ravaged by erosion. Details of this report from here.
The 5 communities include Nanka, Obu, Oko, Amuakbala and Equilobia. Professor Soludo observed that the greatest moment to act was decades ago, saying that the second best time to act is now, emphasizing the need to define the individual and collective responsibilities. According to the governor, who revealed that erosion is ravaging 146 communities, constituting 81% of Anambra communities, an action plan on sand mining law, regulation and enforcement, community sensitization, revenue collections, statewide awareness campaign, designing rules for proper water channelization and building catchment pits, as well as many other measures, will be established. He further disclosed that a draft environmental law will help to punish offenders is also underway. Lamenting that the state does not have a good plan and design for water channelization, the governor also announced that pending the full adoption of the law, he will sign an executive order prohibiting sand mining near erosion-prone areas, emphasizing that matching funds will be provided for the 5 communities who will provide designated places where the government can begin tree planting to combat erosions. He noted that channels openings in Onitsha have already begun, stressing that it is a revolution that would be extended to other areas and tax individuals and communities on attitudinal change towards the environment, as his administration has identified the environment as Anambra #1 existential threat.
This is the future. There will be no Equilobia tomorrow. There will be no Oko tomorrow. There will be no Amuakbala tomorrow. If we continue the trend the way we are going, we must agree on a template. If I got to primary school, but every youth, but every meeting up in any community, what have you done to them to make sure that our society will survive the next 100 years?
In his speech, the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Felix Odumegu, thanked the governor for working with the villages affected by erosion, revealing that a new law will be enacted to encourage tree planting, which is a preventive measure to curb erosion. He noted that the law would also ensure that new houses built will have drainages to channel water properly.
So try to stop the erosion from continuing and to prevent the next one from happening.
Speaking earlier, the Transition Committee Chairman for Orumba North Council area, Mr. Ogochukwu Ekweme, asked the governor to provide a legal framework that will stop sand mining in the area, which is a major cause of erosion. Chief of Staff to the Governor, Mr. N.S. Ezajuri, Commissioner for Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Barrister Anthony Ifanya, his local government and chieftaincy matter counterpart, Mr. Tony Collins Nwabonwanne, Managing Director, Anambra Erosion, Watershed and Climate Change, Professor Phil Eze, President General of Oko Community, Mr. Luke Mweke, among others, attended the meeting. The town hall meeting tagged Delivering the Solution Mandate in Erosion Control was held at Oko Civic Center.
The Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Nyekachukwu Ibezim, says that All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, is a political party with a clear vision which is committed to improving the living standards of the people. Speaking with ABS in Awka on the just concluded national convention of the party, Dr. Ibezimu maintained that the outcome of the convention, which produced Barrister Sylvester Ezeokenwa as the national chairman of the party, was most peaceful, orderly and credible, and called on the people of the Southeast to join the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, in order to be relevant in the nation's policy. Details of this story from here.
Anambra State Deputy Governor said that the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) has been well repositioned towards changing the political landscape of Nigeria and charged Ndi Igbo to learn how to speak with one voice in matters affecting them. Dr. Ibezim, who described the emergency of Barrister Sylvester Ezeokenwa as the national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA), as divine called on the party faithful to rally around him in order to deliver on his mandate. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Ibezim affirmed that the peaceful conduct of the National Convention of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) is a clear indication that the party is truly democratic, with ideologies aimed at touching lives. He commended the leader of the party, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, for providing an enabling ground for the successful and peaceful conduct of the National Convention and all other elections from the world's level, expressing the hope that in no distant time the party will take the center stage in the nation's polity. Dr. Ibezim charged the people of Anambra State to continue with their support to All Progressive Grand Alliance for more dividends of democracy. The Deputy Governor extolled Governor Chukwuma Soludo for making the forms for contesting various positions in the just concluded convention of the party free of cost, and for following the constitution of the party, thereby ensuring true democracy in the election. He charged all those who lost in the election to accept it with spirit of sportsmanship and work towards moving the party to inevitable heights.
The Zira Umuomako Enugu Umuonia Achina Road has become motorable as work advances on the project. ABS Force correspondent Ngozi Obileri will monitor the pace of the work on the road. Reports that the road is now motorable from Ezira Junction to Umuomako, noting that this has restored people's confidence in government and governance. Her reports.
For the first time in years, people have confidence in government and governance. Over the years, these four communities, Ezira, Umuomako, Enugu Umuonia, and Achina, were cut off from each other from the Awumili stream due to lack of standard bridge and road network. But months into the first year of the present administration, Governor Soludo inaugurated construction of the road from the 4 to 12.5 kilometers, which terminated at Achina. To people of the area, it was one of the fake promises given to them by politicians that never saw the light of the day. But alas, the present administration proved them wrong. Instead of being abandoned soon after flag off, the Awumili bridge has been completed with stone pitching all around the bridge. Also, stone base has been laid on the road up to 4 kilometers into the hitherto virgin road from the bridge, with drainage completed on both sides of the road. Earthwork and drainage construction continued from the kilometer 4 into Umuomako community. Speaking to the ABS, a farmer, Mr. Hyacinth Ojimba, expressed excitement that hope has smiled on them, as according to him, they can now drive to their farms instead of trekking long distance to get to their farms.
Uru ọbara karịrị akarị ọ dị mfe maka ndị mmadụ ibupụta ihe akọrọ akọ ịbịagbodo ugbo onwe ihe dị ka access road to the farm.
On his part, a stakeholder from Umuomako, Mr. Chidozie Uzo, appreciated Governor Soludo for the gesture and said that they suffer to produce food and at the end of the day are left with little or no money to go back to the farm the next season, all because they sell them at very cheap rate.
The importance, Kale, our agricultural produce, we are farmers mainly. I na akota akpu, I na akota ji, I na akọ ọka. This will make it very much accessible for us to reach the market.
In his reaction, the Transition Committee Chairman for Olumba South Council area, Prince Neville Uchendu, said that Governor Soludo has shown that governments can have direct link to communities with projects close to their hearts, saying that Olumba South Council area has a fair share of good governance from the present administration.
Since that time they are working, and the work is on progress till now. Very soon, the people of Umuomako, Enugu Umuonia, Ezira will celebrate.
The project manager, Tamad Construction Company, the firm handling the project, engineer Maji Kori, thanked the governor for the confidence reposed in them, saying that apart from the rains, they would have gone further, but reassured that they will deliver on schedule. From Ezira, Umuomako, Enugu Umuonia, Achina Road, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
In a remarkable display of ingenuity and preservation of traditional practices, a young entrepreneur has found success by tapping palm wine as a means of livelihood. This age-old craft, deeply rooted in local tradition, has been given a fresh breath of air through the efforts of a young graduate, Mr. Chinedu Okonze, who has not only sustained himself but also contributed to the local economy through his enterprise. Onyinye Agabeze reports.
Palm wine tapping, an ancient art in many regions, involves extracting the sap from various species of palm trees. Traditionally consumed fresh or fermented into a popular alcoholic beverage, it holds significant cultural and economic value. However, as modernization and urbanization took hold, the art of palm wine tapping began to wane. Recognizing the potential of this time-honored practice and armed with determination and a desire to embrace his cultural heritage, Mr. Okonze, a resident of Uke in Idemili North local government area, decided to revive the craft and embark on a journey that will not only provide him with a livelihood but also inspire others. According to Mr. Okonze, he learned the delicate process of tapping from his father, who was an experienced tapper, and used the proceeds to train him and his siblings through school, while still having enough to take care of his family. He noted that after a long search of a sustainable means of livelihood after he graduated from the university, he decided to embark on the trade, which he noted has been very lucrative.
This work will defend and nalubu. And me nyeri aka mgba no school. Mambo na eti and my watch ya. So I will finish in school. For Nigeria, what countries were this work a good dia. Born na mumba, wesiampa. Kam sit of in on kete. Kan sigolu ni na nyelo ngoma ka all the kwao. Ye one body ye welfare. It didn't just some activities here. No lwabu otutu. Igeti ifya, igeti abani igeti. And don't wait time. Bido luba di olo. Okaba oguma ofiama arumba ho. Ozi kam bido ya people ngoba moya confirm ba from there. Amalo.
As word spread about Mr. Chinedu's high-quality palm wine, demand for his product surged, and his commitment to quality, coupled with his dedication to sustainable practices, has further enhanced his reputation. In an era where modernization often overshadows traditional practices, Mr. Chinedu Okonze has proven that heritage can thrive alongside progress, as his journey stands as a shining example of how one individual's passion and determination can revive a fading craft, breathe new life into a community, and foster cultural pride. As palm wine tapping gains momentum once again, Mr. Okonze continues to pave the way for others to embrace their cultural heritage, reminding us all of the value that lies within our traditions and the possibilities that arise when we celebrate them.
Oh yeah, help. What even though born a man of Budina and the Aguamangona, you're gonna live fine, no more for me. Go more catch it to an clearly if you go to daily income.
From Uke in Idemili North local government area, I am Onyinye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Musa Damadami, has asked the citizenry to be security conscious At all times, they report suspicious movements and actions to relevant authorities for swift response. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Princess Ekwi Ajide has the details.
Dam Madami, who was speaking at the fortnightly briefing on troops' activities and operational successes recorded in the various operational theaters within the 6 geopolitical zones of the country in the past 2 weeks, both kinetic and non-kinetic operations, said owing to the increasing spate of kidnapping, especially in the southeast, people should desist from all forms of show-off, of affluence or use of careless utterances. The briefing, which covered operational activities of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and other security agencies in addressing the various security challenges across the country between the period of 18th May to 1st June 2023, showcased numerous success stories, including denying oil thieves a total of 604,401,127 naira in the South region. The Director of Defense Media Operations urged the populace to continue to provide prompt and creditable information on the activities of terrorists and other criminal elements in their respective areas to assist members of the armed forces and other security agencies in the conduct of their various operations across the country.
Said, anytime you suspect any criminal activities within your environment, report it on time so that security agencies can report and nip it in the bud. If these activities are not reported on time, we will only be responding to an incident, like I've said. But if we have information, we can be proactive enough to stop these criminalities from happening and nip them in the bud before they arrest those people or get the culprits arrested before they even carry out the attack.
According to him, the air component of Operation Delta Safe conducted an interdiction operation at Krakama, a location observed to be active with illegal refining activities, and several illegal refined products and equipment were destroyed in the airstrike. He, on behalf of the Military High Command, commended the unrelenting, resilient efforts of troops and other security agencies in the various theaters of operations across the country, while acknowledging the media for their partnership and continued cooperation with the military and other security agencies in the quest to restore peace and security to the country.
In another development, troops arrested a gang of suspected criminals at Atowado Junction in Ugeli North local government area of Delta State, who are on the wanted list of troops.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
In a bid to address housing affordability, the federal government has said Nigerians will no longer spend more than 33% of their annual income on yearly rent and mortgage costs. It said this will help citizens to buy or rent housing units without having to compromise on other important needs required for adequate living in society. This was disclosed in the newly released National Housing Strategy Framework document obtained from the Ministry of Works and Housing. According to the 10-year strategic document, the goal will be achieved by harmonizing all existing housing initiatives, improving land administration and tilting, lowering housing costs, and creating a housing assistance model to meet the needs of social housing. Further, it stated that quality housing for all Nigerians must meet the building requirements and design standards as specified in the Nigerian Building Code and be in compliance with UN's habitat living conditions, adding that a housing supply should be tailored to meet the needs of Nigerians across income levels, age groups and locations, resulting in better outcomes for all. Heavy rain across parts of Japan has killed one person and left 2 people missing and injured dozens more. Authorities made this known with thousands of residents issued evacuation warnings. The inundation has been caused by the remnants of former Typhoon Mawa, now downgraded to a tropical storm. A rescue team in central Aichi region, Soyashi, where the country's highest evacuation alert was issued, found the man approximately in his 60s in a submerged car, but he was later confirmed dead, a city official told AFP. In western Wakayama, where several rivers burst their banks, officials told AFP that they had resumed the search for one man and one woman missing in the region. A total of 6 people were seriously injured and 24 suffered minor injuries as of Saturday morning. The Fire and Disaster Management made this known. In central and western Japan, many evacuation orders, which are non-compulsory even at the highest level, were being downgraded as rain eased. But new warnings were issued in areas close to Tokyo in the early morning due to flooding risk. Flying Eagles forward Ibrahim Mohammed has dedicated his goal against Argentina to Nigeria's new president Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Flying Eagles defeated host of the 2023 Under-20 World Cup Argentina 2-0 to reach the quarter-final. Mohammed opened the scoring for the Flying Eagles in the 61st minute before Haliru Saki made it 2-0 in the 91st minute. Speaking after the game, Mohammed stated that he and his teammates were not bothered playing against the host. The Flying Eagles will be back in action on Sunday when they'll face either Ecuador or South Korea in the quarter-finals. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS on many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. To end the news this morning, a recap of the main points. Anambra State government is to enact more laws to protect environments. Awumili Bridge has been completed as work advances on a Zira Umuomako Enugu Umuonya Achina Road project. The Defense Headquarters has recounted successes against oil thefts, illegal mining. Heavy rain has wreaked havoc in Japan. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the breakfast news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Wongwo. Good morning.